How you doing? My name is Leon Duke, and today I'll be talking about how music affects mental health, behavior, and people that struggle with focusing. My specific purpose is to provide the reader information on how mental health and behavior is affected by music. People might think that music isn't important in a person's everyday life, but to some people it helps them function correctly, especially if they have a hard time concentrating due to things like ADHD. Have you ever found yourself listening to music and thought it made you work faster and more productive? If you have, then you would eventually realize that it helps you concentrate and lock into whatever you're doing. I will be talking about how music affects our mental health in positive ways. Music affects our mental health by dictating our mood by making us feel happier and entertained. It also helps us give us a relaxing feeling. It can also help distract and empty our minds while also soothing it if you're feeling stressed or uneasy. Learning about the benefits of how music can affect your mental health can help you relax and unwind after a hard day. When I was growing up, I always struggled with paying attention to my classes. I grew up with really bad ADHD and I used to experiment with different types of music I listened to while working. And I realized that for me, music helps me work no matter the type of music. According to this article by Annie Rogers, who works for a mental health source company that provides people on information about people with ADHD, and she's also a health journalist. The article says that music that has an inherent beat allows people with ADHD to soothe their mind. That's why when you that's why you should listen to more about music, learn more about music. You can find more information about this under their article titled "Does music focus your ADHD brain or just distract it?" Music can also affect and reflect your mood, according to Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare Music, which is a healthcare company that also provides information about mental health and physical health. It says that music helps release dopamine, in which can affect your mood depending on the mood of music you listen to. You can find more information about this under their title, How Music Affects Your Mind, Mood, and Body. First, I will describe how music has affected me. Second, I will discuss how music affects your mental health in a positive way. Third, I will discuss how music affects your mental health and behavior in more positive ways and how it can also motivate you. When we think about music, we usually think of different genres like pop, rap, rock, and country. Music is thought to be a form of entertainment or a form of art, but in reality, it's a form of relaxing. Music is the act of mixing instruments into a uniform sound that's appealing to your ears. In a research article by Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare, it says that music affects neurotransmitters in which control your dopamine that affects your mood and ability to focus. According to the same article, it says that there's also such thing as music memory, which is also allows people to listen to music and helps them with like memory loss to remember certain things. According to Stanford Medicine, which is a school that is the pioneer for biomedical research, the research that says that music affects your dopamine and can cause peak brain activity. You can find more information on their article called "Music Moves Brains to Pay Attention." Stanford study finds there have been many studies that have shown how music affects your dopamine levels, which controls your mood and ability to concentrate, and how it reflects your mood. Music can also reflect on how you are feeling emotionally. If you listen to happy music, then it often means you're in a fantastic mood listening to happy music. According to this article, Concord Conservatory, which is a nonprofit school in Concord, Massachusetts, the article says people also listen to music that reflects their mood and that sometimes influences them in a way in which want to do certain things. That's why music apps advertise playlists that are used to work out. The article is called "Music's Hidden Positive Outcome: Confidence." While music influences your mood in negative ways, but it can also influence your mood in positive ways. Studies have shown that music can also boost your confidence and your self esteem. Music has always been used to give strength and confidence. There's also a genre called gym music, which is music that amplifies your mood and confidence, which makes you want to try harder. Music has always been shown to influence people and give them strength and confidence throughout history. We began by reviewing how music affects your mental health and behavior. We next moved on to how music affects your mood and behavior positively. Finally, we learned how music can influence you and give you strength and confidence when needed. Although music is always overlooked as entertainment, it can also be used to help you function better. In conclusion, we can see that music can reflect, influence, and affect you in many different ways positively. It can also help you function better if you have learning disabilities such as ADHD. Thank you.